You gotta
not that. But you know what?
let
In
me.
fucking LA,
You have
no,
to let me
I've
out.
oh wow,
And
I've never done that. But in LA, I would like to get into one Uber, just one, that I don't fucking have to smell this fucking shit of the fucking pot. Okay, and here I go. It's been months since I had a rant.
And
I
y'all come for me because
it's
I'm
not.
conservative. All right, Daddy, tell us.
It's not okay. Why are you? It reeks. First of all, I don't like the smell of pot. I would take the smell of pot over cigarettes any day. I am not a pothead. I am just a vodka head. Okay. I don't want every fucking, granted, everywhere you go in LA and New York City on the main streets, you smell pot. Like, but every Uber, there's not one Uber, not one it's not heavy, 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 heavy pot smoke. And that's as bad as that is. I don't think that was from the person that was in here before. Are you driving your fucking Uber at 10 a.m. to drive me to my studio to record? Hi, pull the fuck over and let me out.
Dude, I just had a guy.
Jesus,
Well, it was
me.
alcohol. I got in that thing and I was like, I think he's been drinking. And that one I stayed in and I really regret it. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know how they do it intoxicated. It's unbelievable. I agree. You have to be so careful. They ought to give that as an option on Uber because now they have every fucking thing on Uber.
Every option.
You want to talk to the person? Do you not want to talk? Do you want it warm? Do you want it cold? How about I want a driver that's sober, that's not smoking pot? Like that would be an awesome option that hasn't clam baked their vehicle in the past 2 hours. I'd love that option.
I hate a clam bake. I hate a fucking clam bake, dude.
The other day I was in my Uber too here in LA. The guy was so sweet. He was a convicted felon. He did 30 years for murdering a bully in his neighborhood. Well, he's also an astrologer, and now I'm really into astrology. So he
killed somebody. Okay, well, I guess that's not so cool. He actually killed somebody. Wow. I love it. I love someone who's gone to jail though, but go on.
He was in jail for 20 something years.
Oh.
He just got out. Now he's like an Uber driver, rebuilding his life. And of course, he's a master astrologer. So he's reading my astrology chart. I get a notice from Uber. Your driver's been idle for a while. Are you okay?
I got that today.
Are you okay? We need you to answer yes or no. They give you that option, but they don't give you the, hey, I'd like my driver to not be high option. Like, I mean, they are really ridiculous.
I got that today. The asshole picked me up from JFK. It's about a 2.5 hour drive from JFK to where I live in the Hamptons. First of all, I think there were car alignment issues. Like the car kept and he also kept it was a horrible driver. But mind you, so many people, I take a car service from here to JFK. But when I come back, I can't deal with you holding up a sign and me finding you. I got no time for that. But a lot of people won't take you. You get in the car and they're like, I'm not going 2.5 hours to the Hamptons. Anyway, so he was taking me, but then he's like, I got to get gas. And I'm like, listen, man, I hate that. But same thing. Now, hurry up, man. So the thing was pulled over and it said, your thing's been pulled over. Are you okay? I'm like, I've never had this before. This is intriguing. But anyway.
I know, but yeah, they ought to give a sober fucking option. They ought to have all those drivers blow before to start the vehicle like they do, because I'm with you. I think half the time they've had a drink, they're high, and then they're driving you.
Speaking of jail.
Over. Okay,
rant over. Speaking of jail, how is your girl Jen Shah doing these days?
Another rant. Don't get me on another rant.
You got me on a rant today. Don't fucking pick me up with a clam baked fucking Uber. How is your girl Jen Shah doing, girl?
How did you guys feel about this? So Coach Shah came out and he goes, I want to thank everybody who sent birthday messages and letters and, kind words. Jen Shah spent her 50th birthday in jail. This isn't what we anticipated, but we know it is God's will. It is what God wants. Again, I always use God, all of them. And what did you make it? It was on her Instagram story. It was her 50th. And thank you for all the birth. I mean, first of all, do we think that many people are reaching out, inquiring about her 50th birthday?
Where is your friend? Isn't Meredith supposed to be your good friend? Isn't, Heather? I mean, these people, ma'am. It's not show friends. It's show business.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows how I feel about Jen. I think she's a con artist like the Chrisleys are. And like Tom Girardi, I think she should be in jail for quite a while. Apparently now her release date is 2026, 2020, or maybe it's 2028. Anyway, I've got to look. But I guess are you surprised that Coach Shah has stayed with her?
A little bit. Listen,
Me too.
it's let's see. Let's see. And I mean, look, I'm not in anyone's marriage, but how does that work? Are you then allowed to have sex with other people? Like, is it like do it? Jen's in jail. She can do her thing. She can do her thing with her bunk mates. I mean, is it like, but maybe he's look, Coach Shaw strikes me as a good man, as crazy as that sounds to end up with such a psychotic lunatic. I don't think they're going to roll out the red. Look at Salt Lake is better than ever. So I don't think there's a job waiting for Jed Shaw like she thinks there is on Salt Lake. That's a really good question. Wait, will the red carpet be rolled out? Will Jen Shaw be headed back to Salt Lake Housewives when she gets out of jail? Housewives might be over at that point, right?
Oh, I don't think it's ending anytime
Oh
soon.
God, 5 years. In 5 years.
She won't be out till 2028. I needed to do my math, but I don't think it's ending anytime. This is like The Simpsons. I mean, these franchise, The
It's
Simpsons
over. The Simpsons is over.
Yeah, but it was over after 600 episodes. Weren't they the longest running They ran for 30 years. I mean, that's what this franchise is going to do. They're going to hold on because fewer and fewer younger people are not watching television. They watch YouTube, they watch TikTok, they're on Twitch. They're not watching this shit. People our age are. We love it. We're holding on to it. It's great background noise. So, again, I think in 4 years, the numbers will be 400,000. I think they'll be thrilled with that. I think they'll be thrilled that 400,000
You are giving me
people.
the saddest view of my future. I joke about it, but it's no joke. I am going to truly die at this microphone with the words Lisa Rinna coming out of my mouth. I'm going to say Lisa Rinna, and then I'm going to pass out and drop dead. And one of the listeners or you are going to have to call 911 because I'll be in the house by myself. And you'll have to be like, I don't know his address in the Hamptons, but he's in the Hamptons and you got to find him. And he seems to be dead on the other. So this is going to be on for the next 30 years.
I'm telling you, sweetie, the Golden Bachelor is than just a show of the Bachelor franchise. The Golden Bachelor is a test. Older people watch TV. I'm talking about millennials and beyond. Although we do have a fair amount of 20-year-olds that do, the Gen Z, that do follow us, but the majority are not watching. Okay. The Golden Bachelor is a test. If older people show up and show out for that show, get ready for older programming, which I think is fantastic. Again,
that part I like.
I always say, I think Bethany's going to have a hard time suing NBC and Bravo because how do you combat a network that single-handedly put women over 40 of all colors on TV and made them millionaires? I don't see how you can go, you are so bad to me. And they're going to go, we made women housewives.
Who was ahead of her time?
Who?
Tyra Banks. Why is no